Hello everyone, this is Media Project 1. I'm George, and here with us is Louis and Jeffrey. So for this video presentation, we're going to talk about the photographer we have to choose and the picture we have to take, and how we compare with our original picture and the picture we have done. So for the table of contents, we have the introduction of the photographer and my picture, which is George's picture, and Louis' picture, and Jeffrey's picture. So first, we're going to introduce our photographer. Daido Maruyama is the name of the photographer, and he's a Japanese photographer, and born October 10, 1938. Best known for black and white pose photos, and usually just taking street photos, and sometimes taking about main subjects such as cars and other subjects, and for people's photo as well. So why we pick this photographer? So we think the style of Daido is really interesting, as he constantly use black and white, and he could use long shots, mid shot really well, and we like how the colors for black white and how he taking the angles and all the stuff. So that's the reason why we have picked this photographer. So first, I'm gonna talk about my first picture. On the bottom one on the right bottom is the original picture, and on the right top is my picture. So as we can see, the original picture has used close shot, which only take a specific range of the main subject, as only aim at the right left part of the car, and using low angles, which is to show more details on the bottom, and choosing the color black and white. And I have used the same angle, same color, same shot in my own picture, and I think there's a small difference, as Daido has more bright color in it, which he has a bigger light source in his picture, but in my picture it was more darker, so in the front details it was not clear at all. But I think I have tried my best to remake the picture as the same as the original one, and I have used the same angle as going the low angle to show more details from the down part, and close shot as I specific a part of the car and just take a close range to take it. For my second picture, I have choose a straight photo, and on the right down part is the original photo, and on the right top is my picture, and the shot size is long shot and using low angle as well, and the color is also black and white. So in the original picture, it shows a very fancy street and having a lot of car on it, but in my picture I couldn't catch a moment that I have a lot of car riding on the road, so that was the main difference. And also the weather was different, as it was a rainy day in the original picture, and in my picture it's just dry ground, so which also has a big difference. But the light source is basically the same, because it's just normal night vision in the city. And as using same shot sizes, it shows all the details in the street, and also using low angles we could see from the bottom, and same color as well, black and white. And that's it for the second photo. For the third photo, is also a picture of a main subject, and on the right bottom is the original picture, and on the right top is the picture I take myself. And it also use close shot and eye level angle as that we just put on view of ourselves, and using the same color as black and white. And there's a lot of difference between these two pictures, as in the original picture it took at the daytime, which is more better and has more light source. But in my picture I took at night, because I think I don't want to recreate all my photos the same as the original one, so I just decided to change it in a different time in the day, so it would just make a big difference. And also in the original picture I have a woman walking on the street on the left side, but in my picture I just only the main subject, which is the car. And I use the same color, which is black and white, to show more details, and close shot to trying to include more details of the main subject, and eye level angle to give us a point of view of what we have seen. And second one is gonna be Louis.
Hello everyone, I'm Louis. It's time for me to talk about my photos. The first picture is of two girls standing in the corridor, leaning against the wall and the glass on the both sides. The color of this picture is black and white, so I choose to take this photo use black and white color. And in this picture, they look at the camera. At first, I saw it was a long shot because it seemed that the range of this photo was very large. And at first, I thought it was just a perspective because the photos look very high. Finally, I'm sure it's mid-shot and eye level. When I tried to take this picture, I couldn't find the same thing, so I took this picture in the corridor of my apartment. I also used the mid-shot to see their hands and the shoulders, and to this effect at an eye level angle. The second picture I chose shows a girl looking to the left on the tram. We can see a hand on the railing. Perhaps the photographers. We can see the girl's hand and shoulders. But there is an illusory feeling. At first, I thought the photo was very simple to restore. But later I found it a little difficult because I found that there was no railings on the tram. So I ignored this factor. This picture was taken by me and my friends on the way to school. On the way, he stood at the door and looked to the left. A beam of sunlight came in through the door, which also felt illusory. I used the same angle as the previous photo, but I used a close shot because I think the photographers is very close to the people. Also, he can only see the hand and the shoulder. Last picture I chose is a woman sitting on the tram and looking at the camera. I try my best to restore this photo 100%, but I didn't expect that the tram in Melbourne didn't have such a seat. So my friend helped me take this picture. The original photo was originally a full shot, but I could only take a close shot when I was on the tram because the seat was too close. Of course, I still use the eye level angle in this photo to reveal his upper body. The third picture I chose are all black and white color, so I use the same color. Now it's Jeffrey's turn.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeffrey, and my first picture is black and white photo of mine standing in front of the dirty mirror and taking a full body photo of himself with a camera. My photo is taken from the same angle as him. Both are eye level angles. The colors are also the same. The difference is that the man in the original picture was wearing a windbreaker with a camera, while I took the photo with my phone and was wearing a jacket and standing in front of the clean mirror. The second picture is also in black and white, and it shows a bunch of flowers gathered in the corner. Use the highlight angle and mid-shot. My photo also shows a flower, but there is only one flower. And the flower in the original photo is not open. My flower that I took is open and not trapped in the corner, and the angle is the same. The third photo is also in black and white, with an eye level angle and a close shot. The man in the original photo is wearing sunglasses, combing his hair and touching his lips with his finger. My photo has the same hair as the man, and I also touch my lips with my finger and wear sunglasses, but the difference is that my photo is more clear.
Okay, so the challenge that we faced is that for me, it's just hard for looking at the same subject as for these two pictures of the cars. It's just hard to find a similar car, and for the street view, it's just hard to find similar weather as in Melbourne. It just don't rain at all, so it's just difficult for us to find. For me, to find a rainy day.
Of course, I also encountered some difficulties. I couldn't find the same thing. For example, it was difficult for me to find the corridor with glass. I think there is the same corridor in the MSAC basketball stadium, but I didn't go to the basketball stadium last week, so I took this picture in the corridor in my apartment, and it's difficult for me to find a tram with a railing. In Melbourne there is no railing on the tram. The angle is also challenging for me, but I try my best to restore all of these pictures.
The difficulty I encountered was that when taking these 3 photos, I took them too many times but was still not very satisfied with these photos. So I spent too much time taking photos.
Okay, so what we have learned. So for me, I have learned how to use shot sensors and light source to take photos, and also how to find a perfect angle to show the idea of the picture and how to show a clearly detail of the subject. And for using of shot sensors as showing what I wanted to present it as what in the picture, and how to use colors for all the pictures.
Of course, I have learned some shooting skills and experience, and I challenge myself. Before, I'm a shy boy. I'm afraid of taking photos outdoor, but to finish my own task, I try to take photos outdoors. For example, I took photos on tram and and I also learned how to distinguish angles and shooting techniques, such as how to use eye level and full shot.
What I learned is that if you want to take good photos, you need to constantly adjust your angle and mindset, and you cannot be too anxious to take photos.
And that's all for our presentation. Thanks for listening and watching this video. And that's it. If you have any questions, just ask for it. And that's it. Thank you, everyone.